Hey y'all, this is Nandi with Messy Ministries. I'm back. I got a good one for y'all today. And with some of these, it's like y'all make it easy for me to have an advice column. Or should I say a platform? Because I'm not really writing it down. When I think column, I think writing. And since there's no real writing involved on that you guys see, because I do kind of like write out my thoughts about what I want to say when I get these questions in. This one in particular is like, whoo, child. Okay, let me go ahead and just dive directly into it. She and the boyfriend had been dating for a few months. She got pregnant. I guess as long as they were dating and there was no I'm pregnant in there, they were doing their thing. I mean, of course, we know that they were having sexual relations because she's pregnant. So now that she's pregnant, he says that he wants to be involved, but his actions are saying something else because he's not around. So she wants to know, how is this going to work? Will it ever work? And my question to her would be, what work? Because obviously there's nothing working right now. It's already broken. So I don't see anything working in the future, at least not as far as the two of you go. But I mean, that could change. Maybe he just was a little stunned by the announcement, seeing that you've only been dating for a few months. And I've noticed that with a lot of young people, dating means we're having sex. So we're doing a lot of things before we actually know the person that we're having sex with. So then we're surprised when that person does not have the same commitment and values and stuff as we might have. And that seems to be what's happening in this situation, because you're pregnant, he's not. Because luckily for them, that can't happen. But it can for us. So on a more serious note, there's nothing that you can do immediately at this point. I mean, I don't know whether you're considering keeping the baby, putting the baby up for adoption. I mean, you might even be considering abortion. I don't know what your thoughts are, but we have to not be so reckless, because it's not just us a lot of times when we do things like this. The children that are born of it have to bear the burden of it, if you're understanding what I'm saying. So these babies, they not asking for this. They not asking for all this uncertainty. A daddy who may or may not be there, who might come around and then leave, and then you got another daddy coming that's not their daddy. And I mean, before you know it, you just got a mess going, which is probably why you came to Messy Ministries with your question in the first place. But I just want to say, I wouldn't have too many expectations. If you're planning to keep the baby, your plan should be, what are you going to do as a single parent to make sure that your child has the healthiest start possible? And that means not focusing a lot of energy on wondering what the father of the baby may do or say or behave or whatever. Your priority is the child. And when that child gets here, your priority, your focus should be mainly on that child. Let the daddy do what he gonna do, girl. And you just make sure that your baby is taken care of if you plan to be the main person, the main caretaker for your child, okay? And the next time, if you're ever in this situation again, think about dating from the aspect of really getting to know who a person is, to find out what they value, to find out what they want in life. Talk about children, talk about marriage, talk about commitment, talk about partnership building. All of those things are important. How would they act under a certain circumstance? Get to really know the people and stop sleeping with strangers. It don't matter if you know their name and where they live. If you don't know a whole lot about them personally, you still sleeping with a stranger. And if that's what you do, then, I mean, street worker, hello, make some money doing it. That's all I got for you. Messy Ministry out.